And as we roll on here, we do have a special guest in the studio. Let me bring her up here on camera. There she is. This is Cynthia Graham. Graham?
Well, us folks here say Graham.
Okay.
Other folks say Graham.
Graham,
I
okay.
say Graham. Either way.
Okay. Well, I'm going to call you Cynthia Graham.
Yes.
Thanks for coming into the studio tonight.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
You know, so we wanted to get you on here. And as I was telling you before, just I guess maybe about a month ago or so, maybe 2 months ago, you just sort of all of a sudden appeared on Facebook. And I said, she's probably a perfect person for a guest. So I sent out the invite, and so you are here now. It is your night to shine. Thanks for coming out. And so what I guess what I saw from Facebook there in your posting is that I guess you're a blogger. You're into fashion. Your pictures are all just nice, and then I guess you're a business owner too. I wasn't really overly clear, but I guess you're a business owner too.
Well, all of those things. I work. I do have a full-time 9 to 5.
Okay.
My blog, So Chic, what I think we'll be talking about tonight. That's sort of a personal passion that I just launched.
Okay.
A little over a month ago.
Okay.
So yes, I do consider that an entrepreneurial pursuit.
Okay.
So we'll see, how far we can go with it.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a personal passion I recently started. So yeah, I certainly accept business owner.
Okay. You take that title,
I
right?
will take that title. Thank you.
Okay. Because I did put it on that. Obviously, you saw
I
that.
saw that.
Were you shocked?
I was shocked.
Okay.
But I said perhaps David is speaking things into existence.
Okay.
Sending it out forth into the atmosphere, and so I receive it.
Okay. She's a up and coming business a business owner here in the Virgin Islands, man. So and I love your website name.
Thank you.
Which is So Chic. So how did that whole concept come about?
Oh my goodness, So Chic was it's a sort of a play on my name. My name is Cynthia.
Yes.
And the So Chic name speaks of my love for fashion.
Okay.
So Cynthia is so chic.
Okay.
Chic is the style of dressing and
Okay.
fashionable person, and I say that humbly. I really do. So it just clicked, and I got this name like maybe over 2 or 3 years ago. It came to me.
Oh, really? Okay. I was just going to ask you how long did you know?
Yeah, I've had the name about 2 or 3 years ago. I started it I opened my Instagram account with So Chic.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I wasn't doing the So Chic blog. But
Okay.
I've always had in mind about 2 or 3 years ago that I want to launch a blog.
Yes.
So I locked in that name, and then fast forward 3 years later, here I am with the So Chic blog.
Okay, so it all worked out.
It's a little bit of a tongue twister, but
But it's kind of slick though.
Yeah,
it's definitely kind of slick. When I first saw it, I said, okay, the play on words was my first thought.
Yes.
And so, so you're a blogger. So for me, when I think of bloggers, so we got a call here. Hello, it's Your Perspective Talk Show.
Yes, hi. I was calling. Do you have your featured guest, Cynthia Graham, on this evening?
Yes, she is. We are live, and she's hearing you right now.
Hi, Cynthia. This is Otto calling you from Miami.
Otto, hi. Good evening. How are you?
Fine, thank you. I wasn't going to miss this for the world. I'm calling to show you my support as usual. I'm so proud and pleased of you and what you're doing with your blog.
Oh, thank you so much. Let me tell you, folks, Otto, he's someone that has started following my blog since I launched. Like, he's been with me from day one.
Okay.
And we interact just about every day on the blog, and he's been so amazing, just commenting and giving analysis of the outfits. And he himself is a fashion guy. And so I am so happy that you called in tonight. So thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm also a Crucian and a Virgin Islander as well.
Yes, okay.
Big ups to that crew.
So you keep shining.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for calling. We appreciate that.
All right.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. There it is right there. You got a follower, one of your followers there. I guess one of your many followers. But so what I wanted to ask you is this whole thing is, so you're blogging about fashion, or You know,
Yeah.
what exactly are you sort of getting on? Because I guess people can blog about a lot of different things.
Absolutely.
But you're just more specifically on fashion.
Yeah, well, the way I describe the So Chic brand or the So Chic platform is the premier fashion, lifestyle, and travel blog for the chic Caribbean woman and for chic women who love the Caribbean.
Wow, that's not a tongue twister, but that's a lot.
That's a mouthful. So right now, much of the crux of it is my fashion platform on the website, but I have two other platforms on the
Okay.
website, which is travel and lifestyle. Those two platforms, I have to bolster those up.
Okay.
As I travel, I'll write about my travels.
Okay.
And then just lifestyle things as I go to restaurants and things like that.
Okay.
You know, but right now the fashion really has taken off, and really since So Chic,
Uh-huh.
it really does speak of fashion. So that's like the anchor of
Okay.
the website.
Yes.
And then we have the two other arms.
Okay, the blogs basically.
Yeah, the two other arms of the blog.
Okay. Okay, I got
the
you.
blog is the whole thing, the umbrella.
Okay.
With fashion, lifestyle, and travel.
I got you.
Okay.
So are you a model?
No, David, I am not a model. I am.
So what's this whole thing with the fashion? How did you know?
Yeah, it's a good question. I am not a model.
Okay.
Never had been interested ever in modeling.
Okay.
But I've always had an interest in fashion. I love clothing. I like to, I think most women, we enjoy a little retail therapy.
Yes.
And so I've always, all my life, enjoyed putting clothing together and shoes and, all that sort of thing. And so the idea of So Chic is to showcase my personal style.
Okay.
And then in addition to also provide fashion tips for my readers.
Okay.
Sort of a community that women and even men, Otto, he's been amazing. Folks that can come on and interact and engage and talk fashion, talk ideas
Okay.
on styling things, and I felt like here in the territory that might have been, there's an opening for that. There's a
Okay.
space for that online.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not a model.
Okay.
But I am showcasing my personal style, how I
Okay.
put things together, and then also offering, fashion tips to my readers.
Okay, I got you.
Consider putting this together this way and so forth,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. So how long you had an interest in doing this as far as the fashion piece of it?
Yeah.
Years or?
No, well, like I said, So Chic, the idea of having a So Chic, doing a personal blog, personal style blog.
Okay.
This really came about 3 years ago.
Okay, so you 3 years ago you were wanting to do this, and it's sort of coming to light now.
Exactly.
Okay, I got you.
Exactly.
I
Because
understand.
as I got onto Instagram, there's a few fashion bloggers that I've followed for about 3 or 4 years now.
Okay.
And these women are amazing. Garner style. A lot of ladies in the space that they call plus size bloggers.
Yes.
Right? And these ladies put clothing together like you would never believe.
Okay.
And I've been so inspired by that. And I was like, I've always had a love for fashion and putting things together. So I said, So Chic at
Yes.
some point. And here we are in 2018.
With the So Chic. I got you.
Yes.
Okay. And so I guess my next question is, so you're a stylist. So a young lady could call you and say, I got a hot date coming up in 2 weeks, and you can sort of put a whole outfit together, shoes, the whole 9 yards for a person?
Well, David, I have friends that text me and show me pictures like, Cynthia, what do you think about this? You think this goes with that?
Okay.
And then I would give recommendations. I have not done this formally.
Okay.
In terms of, like you just mentioned the word stylist. I've never used that terminology
Okay.
for myself.
Okay.
But I've throughout my life, I've had friends or my sisters. I have some very stylish sisters. I have 4 other sisters.
Okay.
And very amazing stylish sisters. I have a sister that owns a boutique here in St. Croix.
Okay.
Downtown. So I actually, on the blog, quite a few of my outfits come from her boutique. I support her.
Okay.
But yes, people can call and say, Cynthia, what do you think about putting this together? Or but I have not done it formally. So I
Okay.
don't want to,
Okay.
pretend to be doing all of these things. Right now, I'm just showcasing my personal style.
Okay.
And I am happy to help others in the same way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not. I'm not putting you too much on the spot here.
That's okay.
I'm just have notes here from your website. Just kind of
Yes.
asking questions from that.
Yeah, no problem.
And so the whole thing of the living and travel.
Yeah.
So do you obviously travel a lot, and I guess you're just sort of documenting your travel.
Yes, yes, that's part of it. I have always been sort of a free spirit person.
Okay.
Just I've always been curious in life, like just to see other places and go
Okay.
places and do different things, and even if I'm not like doing a huge travel thing, like when I lived stateside, I would just like get on the train. Like I lived in Philadelphia, and that's a hub, a major hub.
Yes.
So I would just get on the train and go over to New York City or go down to Washington D.C. or you know what I mean. And then at times I'm traveling down south or traveling to the East Coast or West Coast, things like that. So
Okay.
I've always had that in me, and I still do.
Okay.
They call it wanderlust, right?
Wanderlust.
Wanderlust.
Wanderlust. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So that love of travel and
Okay.
experiencing and seeing the world.
Okay.
And so I want to be able to bring that to my blog, that side of me,
Okay.
to the blog, and just share that with my readers. And of course, in my travels, whatever photography I do in my travels, it would probably involve a little fashion as well.
Okay.
Maybe an outfit that I wore to maybe go to this restaurant in
Okay.
Italy. I'm just,
Yeah.
kind of throwing that out there.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely the travel part will be bolstered
Okay.
in another few months.
So so you've done some traveling. I mean, do you I guess is it safe to say like travel on St. Croix and do some things?
Yeah, well, like right now, the one travel piece I have on the blog, again, it's growing, is a recent trip I took with some friends to Puerto Rico
Oh, really? Okay.
in this in June, this
Okay.
past June. Just a weekend girls trip to Puerto Rico.
Okay.
We spent a few days. We did Old San Juan. We stayed in Bayamon. We did some things, in Condado.
Yes.
And so we had a blast. So that was my travel piece to Puerto Rico.
Okay.
I plan to do much more traveling around the Caribbean. Like I want to see many more places in the Caribbean. I'll be taking a trip to the BVI shortly.
Okay.
I mean, I've been there several times, but this was way before the blog.
Okay.
But now that I'm blogging, I want to make
Want to
sure.
add that too.
Yes, I'm documenting my travels as I
Okay.
go along.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you mentioned too that I guess when you go to restaurants, you sort of blogging about that, I guess.
Right. Again, the key thing about blogging is to make sure you have content.
Yes.
Content
Yes.
is king, as you know. You're a creative yourself, right?
Yes.
So you want to make sure you have good content and a variety of content for different people that visit your site.
Okay.
So that is how and on all of those three elements of my blog, fashion, living, or lifestyle, same thing,
Okay.
and travel, those are all things I enjoy.
Okay.
So I wanted to make sure I have different spaces on the website that speaks to the person that I am.
Yes.
And then as I have these experiences with travel, with fashion, and with lifestyle, I'll be able to blog about it, share about it in a meaningful way, an
Okay.
engaging way, creating good content
Okay.
for my readers.
So are you blogging from the restaurant
No, no, usually.
or from the the boutique in Italy?
Right. There would be some of that. Right now, I do prepare and plan my blogs in advance, my fashion blogs.
Okay.
But like things like at the website. I'm sorry, things at like a restaurant, which would fall under the living section of the blog.
Uh-huh.
That does lend itself to a quick thing on social media.
Okay.
I wouldn't necessarily blog about it right there on the actual blog on the So Chic website.
I got you.
I would have to go home and prepare
Okay.
photographs and prepare a story around the experience.
Yes.
But if I'm at a restaurant, I can snap a photo, check out this amazing dish at such and such restaurant.
Okay.
Or I'm over here in St. Kitts,
Yes.
enjoying this beach, you snap a picture of that. And so
you
those
just-
things on social media.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so you're kind of juggling both social media and the actual blog website.
The website itself. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had someone commented here. Philly is in the house.
Who is it?
Well, I can't share no names, but that's what it
Okay.
says right there.
Okay.
So Miss Philly is
Hey,
in the house.
Philly. Yeah.
It is a, I guess it's a guy, I guess with that name, I'm not sure. I
Okay.
can't really see the picture that well.
Yeah,
Blind as a bat.
Oh Lord. Well, hey Philly, I lived in Philadelphia for a very long time. That's my old stomping ground.
Okay.
Until I moved home in 2014.
Okay.
And then I sort of moved to St. Thomas, and now I'm back home again.
Okay.
So, hey Philadelphia, thank you for being in the house.
All right, man. Big ups to that person.
Yes.
There. And so, I see these pictures that you take every morning in town, and you got your photographer, and this is all just part of, I guess, the awareness. And you get a lot of likes. People
Yeah.
obviously like what you're doing. You having fun? You having fun with this?
David, I am thrilled. I am having a blast. What I do, of course, these things are planned in advance. So I do have photo shoots that I plan.
Okay.
So this is not like I wake up and like I'm looking fabulous and I'm I'm downtown Christiansted and I'm all of a sudden I have these pictures for the morning. I schedule photo shoots in
Okay.
advance with my photographer.
Okay.
And we shoot a number of outfits in each session.
Okay.
And then I plan which outfit would be on the blog each day.
Okay, I got you.
Right. So I blog. On my blog, I have brand new content every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Okay.
So I've put that out there, and the folks are coming for me Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Okay.
On the blog.
Okay.
On the So Chic blog. But Monday through Sunday, every day, I am posting something on social media.
Yeah.
Whether it's a saying or a scripture or
Yeah.
or another picture of myself.
Okay.
But the actual blog, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Okay.
I introduce new outfits on the blog.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been having a ball. It's been so much fun, and I think my blog on today's Thursday.
Today's Thursday, yes.
My blog yesterday on Wednesday. It was passion. Passion is a good look.
Okay.
That was the title of it. And what that was saying is when you're passionate about something, it looks good on you. It's a good look. When you're passionate about something in your life, there's a glow, there's a beauty that emanates.
Okay.
And it's more than skin deep. And
Yes.
I talked about that in the blog.
Okay.
So I'm having a ball, and one of the things I've been doing with the blog, I'm not just talking fashion and clothing, but at the beginning of all of my blog posts, there's a little bit of inspiration. There's
Okay.
a little bit of, folks, this is something that I've been thinking about. This is something I want to share with you.
Okay.
And I just try to keep it very nice and conversational.
Informative.
Short and sweet. And then we go into talking about the fashion.
Okay, so is this all typing, or you like doing a Facebook Live kind of thing, or is it video, or you're just sort of typing and people are responding?
Right. Right now on the So Chic website, it's all been me typing stories and then posting the photos, my fashion photos along with that.
Yes.
As I grow, definitely I want to incorporate some video into my content and maybe even, I've never done a Facebook Live.
Yes.
I've never done an Instagram Live.
Okay.
I'm a little afraid of those things right now.
We're Facebook Live right now.
Oh my gosh! Well, yeah, this is my very first Facebook Live ever in life. So you're kind of breaking me in there with that.
Yeah. Well, you're doing great. You don't look nervous. You don't sound nervous. So.
Well, thank you. But as we grow, as the platform grows, I definitely want to engage with my audience in different ways.
Okay.
Which is video and live feeds and things like that.
Okay. So as we go on here, the person I mentioned earlier, this person is saying, Cynthia, it's me. I guess I can say the person's name, Chevelle.
Chevelle, of course.
He says, I miss you, dear. So proud of you. God bless all that you've done. So you know who that is, right?
I know Chevelle. Of course I know Chevelle. Hey,
Chevelle, go ahead and call in.
Oh, okay.
And shout out your friend here right on the air. Just call 340-201-9005, and you get to talk to her real time.
Yes, Chevelle is like a sister to me and my family.
Okay.
Wonderful young lady there in Philadelphia. Yes.
Okay. So you obviously you got some people that are sort of behind you and they're really supporting you, and that must be really encouraging.
Yes, David. I can't. I've been overwhelmed from the level of support and kindness from the online community
Okay.
so far. From the day I launched on the Monday morning, August 13th of this year, my very first blog post, and I launched, and my goodness, the support that flowed in, and the kind words, and oh my gosh, Cynthia, I really enjoy this. And then, as I went along each day, consistently posting, the folks have been incredibly gracious and kind and supportive. I have so many folks that come on the website. Sometimes people don't always comment, or but I can see based on the analytics of the website that people are logging on.
People are connecting to it.
Yes. So I want to thank everybody for, kind of rolling with me so far on this wave, this journey that I'm on.
Okay.
And I'm so appreciative of everyone.
Yeah. So have you had any pitfalls? Because obviously this is sort of a vision that you had. Have you had any pitfalls sort of launching this?
Right. Yes, there's always growing pains with anything. And especially if you care about something, you're always going to have little things along the way.
Okay.
One of the things so far that I've experienced, thank God I've not experienced any major technical issues with the website, like I can't get something uploaded or the site crashes or something, because that could be crazy.
Yes.
Especially for a blog that requires the site to be there.
To be up, yeah.
Exactly. So I'm grateful for that. But you have little hiccups along the way. Like sometimes when I'm preparing an outfit and I'm like, oh no, this ain't look right. And then, you got to figure out another way because you have a photo shoot coming up.
Okay.
But for the most part, so far, it's been a very good experience.
All right. So we got another call coming in here.
All right.
It's Your Perspective Talk Show. David speaking.
Hi, this is Chevelle.
Chevelle.
So you called. Thanks for calling. I put the number there, and I guess she saw it.
Oh, nice. Hey, my friend, my sister friend, how are you?
Hi, Cynthia. I'm great. I'm so impressed with you and all that you're doing on Facebook, and oh my God, it's amazing.
Oh, thank you so much, Chevelle. Thank you so much, my dear. I mean,
oh my God.
like I'm sharing about, just it's been something I've wanted to do for a long time, even living there in Philly. And so finally, God has a way of kind of sometimes we go around the little mountain, back and forth around the mountain, and he brings us right back where we need to be. And here I am back home in St. Croix. You've known me for a long time in Philly, and here I am back home in St. Croix. And being able to launch something like this, it's been a lot of fun.
Yes, I'm sure. Let me tell you, Cynthia, you are so amazing. I just want to thank you for everything you have ever done for me. You and your family, I love you guys. I deem you as family. I just want to encourage you to continue to do what God has you to do. You're phenomenal.
Oh, thanks,
You're
Chevelle.
beautiful.
Chevelle, you're not going to make me cry on air tonight. We didn't discuss crying on air tonight.
They know you sing too, right?
Oh Lord, no! Don't put that out
Total
there.
package. Cynthia is a total package.
She's a singer too?
Lord.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, she didn't tell me that part.
Yes, she can sing. She
Okay.
sings well.
We're gonna have her. We're gonna have her.
Voice.
We're gonna have her hum a few bars close to the end of the show here.
Oh Lord.
Amen.
Chevelle, thank you, my friend. So nice chatting with you, and we
You're
will
welcome.
definitely catch up offline, and just catch up and see how you and the family, everyone's doing. But sending love all the way from St. Croix.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you too,
so
my
much.
dear. Okay.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
There goes another
Yeah.
fellow blogger, friend, supporter.
Yeah.
Thanks
Yes.
for calling into the It's Your Perspective Talk
Thank
Show.
you, Chevelle.
So you looks like you I guess I guess when you have these kind of ideals 3-4 years ago, you with your girlfriends and you're sort of telling them what you're trying to do, and I guess this has come to light.
It has. And David, one thing about me though, I am naturally a self-motivated person.
Okay.
Naturally. But what my problem is, and I've said it openly on my website,
Okay.
I am a recovering procrastinator.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes those of us that are in industries like I am a writer and an editor by trade,
Oh, really? Okay.
by training.
Okay.
That's my background in journalism, writing, editing. That's my thing.
Okay.
And then, so I've always been in that space where I'm writing and I'm meeting deadlines for work. I have that's what I do.
Okay.
But when it has come to personal projects, I've always been like, yeah, I want to do this. And I start things and then I don't finish them.
I got you.
And I think I talked about that in my blog yesterday about passion and finishing things.
Okay.
No, it might have been earlier in the week, Monday. I think my Monday. See, I make the blog posts personal, serious things that I've gone through
Okay.
or might be in the middle of, because I want to be real. I want to be authentic with my readers. That's the
Okay.
only way these kinds of things work.
Yes.
So this blog here, it allows me, it could be a little scary because you're opening up, and I want to be real. I want to be authentic with people. I don't want to be fake.
Yes.
So I have been a starter and not finisher. So since So Chic came about, like I said, the idea 3 years ago, I pondered. I follow all my wonderful bloggers that I enjoy watching on Facebook
Okay.
and on Instagram. And then last August, I had moved from St. Thomas to Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And I talk about that on the blog. I moved to Puerto Rico, relocated to Puerto Rico just to live there.
Okay.
And it was in August of last year when I purchased the domain name So Chic.
Okay.
So I was making moves to really getting this blog going. So I
Okay.
say, let me purchase this domain name and make it happen.
Yeah.
Then from then until now, I procrastinated. The storms came. I got displaced from Puerto Rico. And then in this year here, in July, August is when I really started putting plans in place. Well, July.
Yes.
June, July, because I launched on August 13th.
Okay.
I started putting plans in place to make it happen, and I made it happen by the
Okay.
grace of God.
Okay. Okay. So you've been at this.
I've been at this, but
Okay.
again, starting and not finishing. But this time, I finished something, and I want to be consistent with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said you were displaced?
Yeah. You know what? Today's the 1-year anniversary of Maria.
Yes.
I was in Puerto Rico. I was living in Puerto Rico last year when Maria hit.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay.
In San
Wow.
Juan.
Okay.
So actually, my blog post today is my off day from the blog because I
Oh.
only blog Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Okay.
But today I did a special 1-year anniversary post.
Okay.
So some folks have seen that and they've commented, and I share my experience in Maria. I was living in San Juan on August 1st. I had moved to San Juan of 2017, like I said, just to live there.
Yeah.
Got a nice apartment. I was enjoying my new space. Then Irma hit,
Yes.
but Irma did not devastate Puerto Rico. Then Maria came. So
she came right through there.
she came right through there. So I actually evacuated my apartment the day before Maria, so the 19th. While Maria was beating up St. Croix, I was evacuating in Puerto Rico because Maria was coming to us on the 20th.
Yes.
So I had evacuated my apartment because I had lived, my apartment was very close to a local beach there.
Okay.
And so even though there was not like an official call to evacuate my area,
Okay.
I said I'd better be safe than sorry.
I
So I
got
talk about that on the blog today. So I went into a large Coliseum complex where they were sheltering people.
Okay.
And so that's where I weathered the storm on the 20th.
Oh,
And
okay.
so
Wow.
on the 21st, when I got out of the Coliseum to go look for my apartment, my neighborhood is underwater. The apartment is blown in. It was not livable.
Oh,
so
so
a
you-
month and a half into my stay in Puerto
Yes.
Rico, I was displaced.
Yes.
And I ended up staying in 4 different shelters
Wow.
until I was able to evacuate from Puerto Rico. You know they had the Mercy cruises.
Mercy Cruises.
So I was able to get out of Puerto Rico on the 28th of September, and then went up to Fort Lauderdale. We picked up folks here in St. Croix,
Yes.
and then St. Thomas, and then we cruised into Fort Lauderdale, and then I flew from Fort Lauderdale back to my family in Philadelphia. I still have family in Philadelphia.
Okay.
So, again, David, it's on the blog today. That's my actual blog today, my 1 year recounting the experience.
Okay.
And,
I mean, that must have been sort of an adventure and just a whole lot of things happening at one time.
A whole lot of things.
Who would have thought?
Listen, I couldn't have imagined.
Yeah.
I had planned to be in Puerto Rico. I enjoyed being there when I was there for that month and a half. And I said, oh, yeah, this feels like home. And then it's close to home. It's close to St. Croix, close to St. Thomas, you know. So it's like, yeah, this is perfect. And then, but God has a different plan sometimes. Yes. So it kind of took me around a little bit. And then he brought me right back home, and I've been ever so happy.
Yes.
I am happy to be back home, and I feel like home is home.
Yes.
I can always travel wherever I want to go, but home is home.
Yeah. So you had a job and everything over there?
Yeah, well, you know, my line of work, like I said, I do editing and writing.
Yes.
So I had quite a few contracts that I did remotely.
Okay.
So I did some editing for some major companies and some writing for some major companies. So I was okay.
Okay.
So as long as, and I kind of wanted that lifestyle where you could just work from anywhere as long as you had internet access.
Yes.
So that's what I was doing in Puerto Rico, and it was working out well.
Okay.
And then
the storm
came, and they said, I got something for you.
Yeah. Wow.
So, but yeah.
Yeah. So you speak Spanish?
I do not. Yeah, that was one of the things I made sure I made clear in my blog post today.
So how are you planning to manage?
Well, you know what, David, the Puerto Rican people are bilingual. There's a lot of folks over there that speak English.
Okay.
And I said in my blog post today that between my broken Spanish and people's broken English, we were able to communicate. I never had an issue in my time living there of communicating with folks.
Okay.
I knew hola, buenos dias, cumpleaños, like, you know, all my little things, my little Spanish things were coming back, and people were kind and gracious, and sometimes they knew what I was trying to say, and they helped me out.
Okay.
And then there were a lot of people that were bilingual as well.
Yes.
So it worked out really well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was a lot of fun.
You know, they say God works in mysterious ways.
Yes, indeed.
So what are your future plans now? I mean, it sounds like you're just lifting off here, and you got some more things that you want to do on the website. But you know, what are your plans with the fashion and the blog? You're just going to continue on with that?
You know, I am going to continue on with that. Like I said, I do work a full-time job currently in my line of work. But I do want to see how far the blog would go and what it will take me. I mean, where it would take me. Many bloggers, they call them influencers and so forth. Many of them do their blogs full time. Like, that's their full time work.
Okay.
They have, as their site grow, as their following grow, a lot of brands pay attention to them.
Yes.
Because they know that, okay, this blogger has 1,000 plus, 10,000 followers. They know that they can get their product to that blogger, and that's a captive audience for that product.
Yeah.
So that's a new area of business that a lot of businesses are investing in.
Okay.
In bloggers, in influencers.
Okay.
Right. So I want to see how far it can go. Right now, I am doing it because I love it. I enjoy it. You know, they always say, you know, when you're sort of doing something in your purpose or something you're meant to do, when you're not even worried about getting paid.
Yes.
Where you would do it and you would do it even if you're not getting paid for it.
Yes.
Because Lord knows I ain't getting paid for this. But you know, I do it. I invest in it.
Yes.
I hire a photographer to make it happen. These are things.
So you're doing everything.
I'm doing everything.
Yeah.
It's just me. My sister, one of my sisters, she's very techie. She's the one that kind of helped me get the website kind of up and running.
Okay.
She helped me on the back end from time to time. But yeah, the day-to-day administrative, the day-to-day rolling out, everything.
The new content.
The new content is yours truly.
Okay.
It's a one-woman show right now, but I do think, because I know myself and I know what I'm capable of doing by the grace of God. I do believe in working in excellence, And I do believe that as you continue to put forward good content and work in excellence and be real with people, things grow.
Okay.
And I don't despise my small beginning where I am right now.
Okay.
But we'll see. I'm enjoying this space where I am and learning. It's a learning curve.
Yes.
You know, and it's helping me be consistent.
Yes.
You know, that's big.
Yeah.
So Chic is not just about the fashion and stuff. That's what the folks see. But I tell my readers, this is also helping me with being consistent and doing what I say I will do. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, new blog posts. Saturday, I give a bonus post from time to time.
Okay.
But yeah, it does help me be consistent.
So what are some of the things that you've been talking about on your blog?
On my blog? Yeah, well, one of the things like I said, I talked about yesterday was about passion. You know, when you're passionate about something, it's a beautiful thing. And that post was inspired by a video of a young man that I saw on Facebook earlier in the evening. Sometimes my blog posts come to me from personal experiences.
Okay.
Other times, something that I saw, it may inspire me to think maybe about a thing that I'm going through.
Yeah.
But I saw this post, a video of a young man, and he was so passionate. He does advocacy work for young black men and women at risk.
Okay.
And he does advocacy work, and so he was sharing some challenges in the courtroom that he had just come out of.
Okay.
And I was so inspired by everything he was saying and the passion with which he spoke. And then it inspired me to write a blog post about passion.
Okay.
And because I know I'm passionate about what I'm doing so far with So Chic. So I just encourage my readers, and at the end of my little inspirational piece, on the blog post, I always ask them, well, what are you passionate about? Are you moving towards your passion? Do you know? So I provided them with like a website and a video where they can help discover maybe what their passions are.
Okay.
So it's always like a little inspirational thing for my readers.
Motivational kind of thing.
Motivational and
Okay.
yeah. So
do you blog about like current events?
no.
Okay.
Well, not in the sense of like, okay, this is what's happening in Washington, D.C., but maybe maybe a current event that is happening, I could tie it into some kind of message to my readers.
Okay. Okay.
But you won't see me blogging about what just happened in D.C. necessarily.
Yeah, but I mean something like if let's say for example Beyonce was wearing some outfit that was just causing hysteria on online.
Right.
Would you like sort of blog about that? Did you guys see Beyonce last night at the award? She had on this fabulous dress and
Right. Something like that I probably would not put on the So Chic blog.
Okay.
But it would be on my social media. Because remember, it's two different things,
Yes,
right?
two different things. I got you.
So I may just put up a post about Beyonce's look on Instagram or
Gotcha.
Facebook. Like, what
Okay.
do you guys think about this?
Okay.
You think you'd rock this or you could rock this? You know, I would do
Yeah.
something like that. And in fact, like 2 Sundays ago, one of the absolute trailblazers in the fashion blogging industry passed away. A young lady by the name of Cressida. I followed her for about 2 or 3 years. Young lady, she just turned 40.
Oh, really?
Just
Okay.
like a few days before she passed. But she was diagnosed with stomach cancer last year,
Okay.
2017. And I remember I had just gotten back up to the States from Puerto Rico from evacuation, and she had an Instagram live, session, and she told all her followers that she had just been diagnosed with the thing,
Oh,
with
really?
the cancer,
Wow.
and we'd been rooting for her, and she kept blogging. She kept posting photos. Like she's
Yeah.
one of the trailblazers in the fashion blogging industry.
Okay.
And
Wow.
we saw her go from her healthy self, all the way to when, the chemo and the
Yeah.
radiation.
Okay.
And she was still so courageous and still so
Still blogging
amazing
and keeping up.
until she couldn't do it anymore. And then she gave her final final Instagram live on the Friday.
Uh-huh.
And she thanked her followers. And then that Sunday, just 2 Sundays ago, she passed away. So I blogged about her the very next day, that Monday.
Okay, I got
I
you.
acknowledged her because of who she was in the industry.
Okay.
And then I went into my own
Yeah.
thing.
Yes, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Wow. Very interesting. So I guess tonight is Cynthia Graham. She's a business owner. She's a blogger. She's a fashion. She's into fashion, and she does styles. She's a stylist on the side, and she's into personal style, and she can help you with her personal style, with your personal style, and she's also into living and traveling, and sort of
Yes.
providing content on her travels.
Yes.
On her blog. So I got that right?
You got all you got all the parts together, but I also want to say that, overall, since So Chic, I want this platform to be where I can provide, inspiration for people, young women my age. I am not a spring chicken. My brothers, my men that come on, gentlemen that come on the site. Just a good place of inspiration. We can talk, we can interact positively online.
Okay.
A positive space online that we can talk about fashion. We can talk about looking and feeling good and what
Yes.
that means. There's that space for that. So,
Okay.
and following dreams. That's also a theme running through since
Okay.
So Chic that folks will see. Following dreams and accomplishing what you say you're going to do.
I got you.
Go for it, even though you're fearful inside, like, oh my God. Like, some days I wake up and I'm like, Cynthia, what are you doing? You have all your pictures out there on the internet, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, you're really putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
And I get scared. I'm being honest. I'm like,
you do?
I do.
Okay.
Last week I was having a little bit of a like, what in the world am I doing? But then I caught myself and I say, I know what I'm doing. So I do feel like I am meant to do this at this juncture.
Okay.
And I've been very happy and I enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, you just all of a sudden popped up on. All of a sudden, I was just seeing, what you were doing on Facebook. One day you were there, the next day you were,
One day I wasn't there, and the next day I
you
was there.
I was like, oh,
yes.
okay.
Yeah. So.
Well, good. SoChic.com is our website. You're on Instagram at @SinSoChic.
Correct. Facebook @So Chic, same thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So I am on all of those platforms. Well, Instagram and Facebook, those are my two main social media platforms. And then,
Okay.
of course, the SinSoChic.com website,
Yes.
where everything kind of comes together.
Okay.
So, but yeah, this has been wonderful. And again, I just want to, thank all of my followers, all of my readers, for logging in. So sometimes I get comments on the website itself,
Yeah.
like you could comment on the story.
Yes.
So there's been quite a few folks that take the time to read and then comment. I
Yes.
appreciate everything, truly. I don't take any of this for granted.
So you read all those comments?
I do. I mean, like I said, the site is still growing, so it's not a ton of comments just
Yeah.
yet, but every comment means something to me, and I respond. I respond to folks. I
Okay.
absolutely do. Anybody that posts on my website or posts on my social media pages, a comment, I thank them, because people don't have to post or say anything.
Yeah, they don't have to say anything. Yeah.
Correct. So I'm so appreciative of everyone, and I see a lot of folks following me from out of Trinidad and some of the other Caribbean islands and stateside and here in the Virgin Islands. So I just want to say thank you to everyone, and
Okay.
I hope to continue putting forth good content, interesting content. I will, as I begin to interact with you all more, like maybe in videos and things like that, you guys can tell me some of the things you'd like to see on the blog, and we could
Okay.
do some things like that. But I definitely look forward to seeing where this will take us.
Okay.
And I'm pretty excited about it.
Okay. So one last question.
Yeah.
So what's hot right now? I guess in the next fashion season for
Yeah.
ladies. What's hot?
Right now, the color magenta. That's a pink.
Okay.
Magenta, that's a big color this season.
Okay.
In the fall.
Okay.
Now, we're here in the Virgin Islands. My fashions on my blog, they're always going to be for warm weather. You're never ever going to see me on my blog unless I'm somewhere traveling that's a cold
place, yeah.
You're always going to see on my blog. It's a Virgin Islands blog, right?
Yes.
Appropriate clothing for my climate.
Yes.
But I know magenta is a hot color right now for the season. You may see me in a magenta outfit coming up.
Okay.
Right? There's another one, foil. Foil meaning some clothing like like silver or gold. I have a skirt with it. I'll probably be showing it on the blog soon.
Okay.
Folks can look this up. Foil is another big fashion trend this fall.
Okay.
And again, all of these things that I will show you on the blog are things that are appropriate for our climate.
Okay.
And so it's very exciting, and I look forward to giving more tips.
Okay.
Telling young ladies, telling us what are some of the basic things we should have in our closets. I'm going to be doing a blog on that, because sometimes people have a lot of things in their closet and they feel like they still don't have clothing.
Yes.
Because they may not realize that they're missing some of the foundational pieces that they should have in their closet.
Okay.
So I'm going to be doing a post on that coming up.
Okay.
So a lot of good and exciting things and good information that I hope my audience will enjoy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect, man.
Yeah.
So our guest tonight is Cynthia Graham. She is a business owner. She's a blogger. She's into fashion. She's a stylist. She's into living and traveling. And just her website is So Chic, SYN, so chic, CHIC.com.
Exactly. Wonderful. And lastly, David, I would be remiss if I didn't thank my sister over at Sweet Magnolia Boutique here in St. Croix.
Oh, okay.
That's my sister, Lisa. Hey, girl. She has been incredibly supportive of me in this venture. So I do support her as her sister. I am a customer, but she also allows me to sort of model some of the clothing that comes in.
Okay.
So I would feature those on the blog as well.
Okay.
But she has been so amazing. So I wanted to thank my sister openly over at Sweet Magnolia Boutique. But again, I shop locally at a lot of the different boutiques.
Okay.
And I always say at the end of each blog post where I got the outfit from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if people want to go, or if they want to call, or if they want to link and get the same items, they know where to go and find them.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
So something just escaped me there. I forget what it is. Forgive me.
Oh, boy.
So on that note, I want to thank our guests for coming in tonight. Just continue working hard and being positive, and this thing will just grow. And you'll have 1 million followers before you know it. You'll have everybody following you.
Well, from your mouth to God's ears. So thank you. It's fun. It's been a fun journey so far. A little over a month.
And what came to mind was I wanted to ask you, was anything else that you wanted to say maybe I didn't ask about? You always try to sort of ask that question.
Yeah.
Anything that you might want to bring up about yourself or what you're doing? Maybe I forgot to ask.
Yeah, David, I think we kind of touched on just about everything that's important, that makes sense. I just, again, super grateful for folks just following, and just want to encourage people to like and share, SoChic.com website, So Chic Facebook, So Chic Instagram, and so I think we touched on everything.
Okay.
Yeah, and one of the things I do want to do, maybe by my 1-year anniversary blogging, I would definitely like to, maybe have a little meet and greet with some of my local followers here at some point. I mean, again, just looking into the future as things go along, because the women on the site, the gentlemen that stop by and say hi, everyone has been so kind, and so I would love to meet folks in person.
Yes.
Just to say thank you. So I'll be sharing that information as time goes along, but I'm just looking forward to some things in the future.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
So that's it.
Yeah, and your friend, I guess, Chevelle?
Okay,
Chevelle. She says awesome. Bless you, Cynth.
Okay, thank you. Oh, and I want to give a big shout out to my photographer, photos by Glenroy Roberts.
Yes.
He's my photographer. I've been working with him for the last 2 weeks. I started off with someone, and then we transitioned. No hard feelings, nothing.
Yes.
Just it was a sort of a business decision at the time, and so I was grateful for that. Sort of starting off with this young lady, and then I think I can say her name. I think it's okay. Chantel Acosta. She was great. We started off together, and then the last 2 weeks I've been with Glenroy Roberts, and so I just wanted to say thank you for the time and the effort, because if you don't have pictures, you probably don't have a blog. You know what I mean? A fashion blog.
Yeah, they kind of go together.
They go together. So I'm grateful for that. Yeah.
Okay. All right, perfect. Our guest tonight is Cynthia Graham. Thanks for coming through. I just want to say real quick that this is the It's Your Perspective talk show every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Today is Thursday, so we are off until next week, Wednesday. We got another fun show lined up. Soup will be back with us next week as well. What else we got? Check us out on our website, streaming live on the VI.com. Tune into streaming live on the VI.com radio. What else we got? I think that's it. On that note, we're out. Everybody have a great evening. Peace.
Thank you.